What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Beyond the DJ Booth podcast. I'm one of the co-hosts, Brian B., and this is
Joe Bunn.
Welcome back, buddy.
Where'd we go?
That's true. I was going to think of a good opening because the last one was so good.
Yeah, it was good.
But let's talk about how you start your morning.
Okay.
Yeah. Are you just get up, bathroom, shower guy, or are you shower guy and then when the morning, bathroom thing happens, it just happens?
I'm a routine guy.
So what does that look like for you?
The routine is get up, shower immediately, then push-ups and sit-ups.
Okay.
That's weird, right?
So you work up a little lather after you've gotten all clean?
Yeah, post-shower. I don't know why, because I'm not awake, and then the shower wakes me up.
Got it.
And I'm not really, I'm doing push-ups and sit-ups. It's not like I'm doing a full cardio workout.
Right.
And then I'm on the way. And then you're asking if I drop bombs in the morning?
Well, dropping some bass?
No, that's not till I'm here. Because then I've had coffee at the house to go, Yeti cup, stop at another coffee shop, get the latte.
Bro, that is...
Yeah, I'm double down. I have one coffee, one latte, one scone. Drop bass here at the office.
And you know what Rob Ferre calls it?
What?
And Rob Ferre is a DJ out of Salt Lake.
Shout out Utah.
He says he and his wife have this thing that he calls it a sit down. So whenever he needs to go use the restroom, he's like, I got to go have a sit down.
Interesting.
Okay. But
it's a good
it's a good way to keep it PC.
To, right.
You're
around your
dropping
wife.
bombs over here.
Well, I probably wouldn't say that to most people.
For me,
anyway,
dude, I got to be clean all day, so I'll wait till the drop happens before.
This is a crazy conversation.
But I'm clean.
That's a good point.
I just can't I feel dirty all day. You know what I mean? Not that I don't do it later in the day, but first thing in, I want to be as clean as possible. So I wait until that just hits.
This is crazy.
But at least we know a little bit more about you.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right. I'm dirty, I guess. But I love a Cottonelle XL. Shout out Cottonelle XL.
Cottonelle.
You think we can get a spot? Yeah, the baby wipes, but they're not for babies. That's why they're XL. They're for men. Yes, like dude wipes.
But then where you can't put them you can't flush those.
Yeah.
Bro.
No, on the front of the package. On the front of the package.
Okay, I have to look at this.
All right. I'll show you after the podcast. I got a pack in the restroom right here. I hide them in there.
So you're not even using public TV?
No. Wait, no, I am. But this is like
You're bringing in your own pack?
Yeah, but I hide it in there in the public restroom.
Hide it?
Yeah.
Wow. This is getting so interesting. Wow. Okay.
Maybe we can get a sponsorship.
What's it called?
Cottonelle XL.
Okay. Shout out. We can use it.
Shout out XL.
Wow, that is impressive. Let's move into some DJ
Let's
stuff.
do it,
dude.
You want to talk about music first? You want to talk about you got a little gear item for me?
No gear item today.
No gear item. Okay.
We can talk music. Let's do that.
Let's do it. Okay.
All right, so
what do you got?
I'm a huge fan of having these tools.
Okay.
Where they're not again, you download things and you're like, okay, I don't know when I'm going to use this. But how can I make it different in the way that I'm playing? So.
Can I ask you a question? When you download something, are you putting it in a crate labeled I might need this, or because I'll download something and I'll be like, ooh, this is dope, and then it just gets lost in the ether.
Yes. So,
where is it going when it comes to the library?
This is not going to be a very what do I want to say, creative name. I just call it a temp folder. I call it temp. TEMP.
Oh, temp. Okay.
Temporary.
I like attempt better, but okay.
And then I figure out once I've played it a few times, because I might dump it. It's temporary. I may not. It's not permanently in there.
Yeah.
So there's the song called Jackie Chan.
Yes.
Post Malone, Tiesto. That version specifically.
Yes.
I feel like it's been blended with everything.
It has.
Got one of those things. So there's a version of it that has Girls Just Want to Have Fun, which I've never really liked. Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
Boy, do I hate it. I hate it.
No shame on the name, but for me, I just never liked the instrumental behind it.
I just hate the song in general.
Okay, so this
As somebody that grew up in that era, I just was. I even when I was a child, I hated it.
Okay. But that song with this blend,
Okay,
makes
maybe
it palpable.
Okay, look,
Right?
can we?
Well, hold on.
Okay,
So I've been using that for a while.
Yes.
And then a new blend came out with that same backing track just recently. Okay. I'll have to shout out the editor later.
Yeah, right.
But it's with Last Friday Night, Katy Perry.
Okay.
So I happened to go from Girls Just Want to Have Fun, which I'm not going to show you here, but I'm going to show you this last
You're
Friday
playing
night.
the original Girls Want to Have Fun?
No, I'm playing the blend.
With Jackie Chan?
With Jackie Chan.
Okay.
Ended the blend of Jackie Chan with Last Friday Night.
Oh, okay.
Worked flawlessly. It gave me the ability to keep the older folks on the floor, and segueing into this made it not feel like we're going to be in retro the whole night.
Do you feel like people still fucks with Katy Perry?
Oh, 1,000%.
Yeah, me
It's
too.
massive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Totally.
still drop fireworks sometimes?
No, not as much.
I do. Like a epic intro edit, like an icon edit. Shout out icon.
Yeah.
And even like if I don't do my standard "We Found Love" cannon blast, that's a good one because it's just the way the drop is. It's fireworks.
Yeah.
I mean, I get CO2 is not fireworks, but it's a good one for that. Anyway,
This is in key. I think you'll appreciate this blend.
let me tell you. Hold on, but Saquon on the board, by the way. Shout out Saquon. Here's something you need to know about Brian B. If you make an edit and that shit is out of key or even drifts out of key, you're dead to him.
You're going to get called out.
You're going to get called out on the show, which is a huge podcast on episode 3.
And we're talking about great editors sometimes miss on this. And I'm like, how did that person miss? This is like...
He'll send it to me and be like, yo, listen at 45-second mark what happens, and it drifts out of key, it's over for you.
And I feel like guests, they don't know that it's out of key. They're not musical, but they know something's off.
I agree. Because I'm not even that great at it. And I can go, ooh, I'm not playing this. Yeah. This is nasty. Okay, let's hear it. Saquon, what do we got?
There's a stranger in my bed. There's a pounding in my head. Glitter all over the room. Pink flamingos in the pool. I smell like a mini bar. DJ's passed out in the yard. Bobby's on the barbecue. This a hickey or bruise. Pictures of last night ended up online. I'm screwed.
This is perfect, yeah.
Oh well. It's a blacked out blur, but I'm pretty sure it ruled.
Pre-chorus, here we go.
Yeah, that's filthy.
I'm telling you, just having a quick edit of that.
I'm literally forgetting how the instrumental part goes with the real song right now for Katy Perry. Like that, that's how good it is.
Right. Totally.
Damn, that's a good one, man.
And using that as a tool with something else that already has a blend.
Right.
Just makes it feel like it's just like moving. The night's moving. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I really love that, man. That's a gem there for sure.
We'll put the pool where we got it from.
Yeah.
And all that in the show notes.
Yeah. For sure. Love that, man. Well, let's. Do you have another one you want to share with us right now?
That was it, buddy.
Let's talk about some questions. And
let's
again, the value add is always going to be, we're going to try and take a question from you guys, the listeners, and we're going to try and answer it to the best of our ability. If we can't answer it, we're just not going to put it on the screen.
That's a good call.
Because we're not calling in a guest, are we? No. We're not phoning a friend. All right, Saquon, what do we got today, my man? You want me to read this one?
Yeah. I think
you always read it. Okay. So whenever you see us looking up here, we have a monitor up here, and then we'll put it on the screen, and we'll edit it into the video as well. This comes from my friend DJ Velvet Girl. So my biggest issue is marketing / advertising. I don't have a lot of money to spend on it, so I'm DIYing it. What is the best way to market myself? Social media, getting the word out about a self-thrown event? How? Deploying SEO strategies? How? Getting Facebook ads, ? Using Thumbtack, or a combo of all of these things to get myself out there. So it's a lot to, it's a lot to digest. Jan, I would hate it. It's a long question, but I'll kind of break it down.
I feel like this is in your wheelhouse.
It is. I love marketing, and I didn't go to school for marketing, but I do feel like, number one, I'm passionate about it. I love to create content.
Yeah.
I definitely go through lulls, but I love it for the most part. I love to market myself personally, the company, whatever company it is. I definitely love to do that. But if I didn't, I think she is coming at it from a point of don't have a lot of money to spend, right?
Get it.
And I think that there are things that I definitely spend money on and things that I don't need to spend money on. I'll just touch on the things that usually are going to cost you money first, just so you can kind of, if I'm Velvet Girl, maybe move these to the side for later once you do kind of build your brand or start to stockpile some money. The SEO stuff is complicated. I think you would agree with that. Our friend Brian Lawrence, shout out Brian Lawrence. It's Brian, Brian, Lawrence.com, LAWRENCE.com. Brian Lawrence is godlike when it comes to this stuff. He built our website. He handles our SEO. This stuff is complicated.
I would not want to
We've
guess.
had him on different platforms with us before to talk about this stuff. There's so much going on the back end that they're doing to try and get your page to show up higher. Table that one. What else? Let's also table. There was one other one I saw. Running Facebook ads or running ads in general. This is tough, man. I don't know if you've ever really run ads yourself. No. I definitely pay people to run ads for my different businesses, but like the back end is terrifying. It is so complicated. And if you just give it $50 a day to run ads, the next thing you know, you're just it's like pissing money away, throwing money in the wind. If you're not literally watching, like, okay, is the ad performing? Is this, did the $50 I spent today convert to anything, like any leads to the site? Like you have to watch it like a hawk. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's as Dom would attest for Crate Hackers. That's pretty much what he does the majority of the day. Testing new ads, running new ads, changing the beginning. Swapping the end to the beginning to the end. Like, it is super complicated. Velvet Girl, table that one. But social media is, for the most part, free, right? And I think that not necessarily do you have to be making ads saying, hey, book me, whatever it is, little mini mixes. We've seen, Brian could talk to this. Some of the people in his coaching course, some of my personal friends have literally built their careers off the backs of TikTok and Instagram and just doing little mini blends or live mashups or making funny videos about the wedding industry or the DJ business. Social media, for the most part, if you can just write it or be creative or get on ChatGPT and say, give me 25 ideas, as a DJ in X city that's, doing this type of events, they'll give you 25 great ideas right there, that you can do. Throwing an event, I guess it's, that could work depending on what kind of events you want to do. Mm-hmm. Like if I was going to throw an event, I would probably more market myself as a club DJ or, somebody that can promote parties or come into a bar on a night where it's dead and bring my own audience. I'm not so sure about that one. Thumbtack or any of those kind of gig booking sites, I would stay away from. I think they tend to... the people that are using Thumbtack are kind of preying on the people that are willing to kind of drive their price to the bottom. And also you're going to get, as part 2 of her email that I didn't put up here, you're going to get a lot of scammers and spammers and, hey, can I send you a check and you cash it and all that kind of weird stuff that goes on with the scams. Do you get many of those emails?
Oh, yeah.
I think a lot of them are going to come through.
I get them on text now.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Or it always starts with "hey." Have you ever noticed that? And now I've started leading them on, and I go, "Hey, is this John's friend Kevin?" And I'll be like, "Yes, this is Kevin." And then that kind of throws them a wrench because they want you to say, "No, I'm not Kevin."
Yeah.
And then they want to exchange pictures. It's always like a really pretty Asian girl, and then they want.
I'm not getting those.
You're not getting those. You're not taking it far enough into the hole. Then they want to switch to WhatsApp. That's where they're going to ask you for money. And when they try to switch me to WhatsApp, I'm out. I got to get out of there. But anyway, so anyway, I hope that helps a little bit. Brian, what are your thoughts on this before I ramble anymore?
No,
I love the marketing stuff. You know that.
Totally. I'm not good at this because I actually don't put a lot into my marketing budget for this stuff. So I go back to the relationship stuff for me. Yeah. And what I've been hearing from planners and just venues, because when you do all this stuff, you are a grain of sand in a huge sandbox.
Sure.
So unless you're spending a significant amount of dollars to Facebook ads or whatever, the traction you're going to get is going to be, you're going to see that you might as well just burn it because the money is not going to take you very far with that stuff.
Or it's a long game.
Right.
Like if the social leads to eventually a booking, right? Social post leads to a booking. But anyway, you were going to say about the networking though is more front facing. Right?
Totally. So I mean, I would lean towards the things that are free. Is there a hotel room, not a hotel room, a hotel or venue, employee night that you can play?
Yeah, right.
Something where you can showcase your stuff and be able to spend your money. I mean, you don't even have to spend money. It's just time at that point.
Yeah.
Right. And they're seeing you do your thing.
Yeah.
So I would lean more towards that. If money, it sounds like is
sure,
in short
because
supply.
then it is just a matter of setting up your gear and playing and time, right? And I'll speak just briefly on this. Not only could it be at a hotel or some kind of an industry function or a wedding function or a wedding show or whatever, or open house, new venue, whatever, man. But we have gotten so much good karma and love and traction for the brand off doing things for truly like charity events, whether it's the 13 mile of a heart marathon or some kind of cancer society, something ball or whatever, just a fundraiser. Like there are times when it is okay and right and just, especially if you're growing your brand, to play for free.
Well, and along those same lines, one other idea that we did that was great. Now, we tied it into I think it was our 20th year anniversary, but it was like we gave away one event, basically. But we had so many people apply. We said, hey, we didn't want to make it, we wanted to make the barrier a little bit higher than selecting somebody randomly. So we said, hey, tell us why you should receive our free,
show. It didn't have to be a wedding?
Right. Didn't have to be a wedding. And
That's
people emailed us in, they sent their story. And guess what? Those people became warm leads.
Yeah.
Right. So it took it a little bit further.
Where'd y'all do that? In Florida?
In Florida. Yeah. So we did it for our 20th. Actually, no, the person who won was in San Diego. We had an office at the time in California too.
Yeah. I love that.
It was me DJing as the owner. I don't know if she's a multi-op or not, but it was great to be able to say, hey, we're going to throw all of the bells and whistles in there. So it became a huge promotional thing.
Yeah.
And, we got down to the 3 finalists, and then we said, hey, the one that has the most engagement on the post, we kind of just made it more hoops to jump through, but it prolonged the promotion, if you will.
Yeah.
And the cost, again, was literally just one gig
of
me going out there doing it and my time and putting this all together. So I feel like those things have a little bit more legs, especially if you're bootstrapping this with a limited marketing budget. You know what I mean?
Whew, that is good stuff, man. Yeah. That is great. I appreciate it. Thanks for the question. We'll be putting out more ways for you guys to submit a question. The website will be going up, and we'll be up, and I'll float a Google document or a Google form out there. That's how we got some of these first questions. Sometimes people just email me randomly and ask me questions. So if we can answer it together on the podcast, I think you got 2 heads are always going to be better than 1 for sure.
I would even say to the listeners who have a great marketing background, shout out Mike Villa and some of these other guys that and ladies that do such a great job with that.
Yeah.
What would you add to this? Put us in the comments to let us know what you think.
Hell yeah.
Maybe we can help out Velvet Girl collectively.
Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. You want to put a bow on this one?
Let's do it.
Hell yeah. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, everybody. And we'll be back with another episode of Beyond the DJ. Wait, put the logo back up there, my boy. There we go. We'll be back with another episode of Beyond the DJ Booth. Thank y'all.